Today's video is about Rust Legacy, a game that was distributed through Steam from Christmas time 2013 to Christmas time 2016 on behalf of Facepunch Studios. Currently looking at a copy of rustlegacy.eu's version of Rust Legacy with some modifications, and it shows that it was a October 2nd, 2025 build of some of the DLLs. I'll be removing that from the screen right now. Here we have our options, etc., and we're going to look at the play game thing and see something different. Something very strange. So I'm going to hit refresh to see if it goes away. But what you saw there was 142 pages of servers, and it's still 142. At one point, a little while ago, it was 130. 0 players found on 1,800 servers. Yeah, now I have a bunch of these that are pseudo-favorited. I actually just changed them all to just show ones that have normal names. Let's go to page 2, and we see I've got 2 pages of somewhat normal names. A couple of the unnamed servers are actually just duplicates of the ones we see here for whatever reason. And now we'll go to page 3, and you'll notice a pattern. In fact, it's exactly page 3. RL underscore string of characters. And then we go all the way to page 142. We pick up with our unnamed servers because of alphabetical order. And then over here, oh, there's one I should add in. That one, okay, that'll be out of the list. Anyway, it goes to RL underscore Z. So it starts at like RL underscore 0 and goes to Z. Goes to plaid. So what the hell is this? Okay, now, does this occur 1,800 servers? Does this occur outside of rustlegacy.eu? Because this is a Rust Legacy, I'll just put it back up, branded version of it. It's using their server lister. That's a piece of software that lists servers. Now over here we see the modded list, which they also maintain a copy of. Normally it's not that big of a deal. So they're either having a major attack and they've been hacked. I don't think so. Or they're taking a feed from somebody who submitted like 1,800 fake servers, because there's literally, there's just 2 pages of actual servers basically. Even some of these are duplicates of each other, like a couple of them. So what we're going to do here is, I'll just leave that up. Let's go look at the other page here. This is a set of pages that provide you a web browser view of server listers from somewhere else. This is gs4u.net, which graciously still lists the Rust Legacy listings that they have. Now, they could be outdated, they could be wrong, okay, but they still have it as part of the game select out of all of the others. So that's kind of cool. I like that they're being helpful. It has Rust Rome, which isn't quite Rust Legacy. It requires a specialized version. Crimson Rust EU, which, by the way, both of those are really awesome. I just wish their clients actually worked correctly, and I wish they would update their download and be done with it. Anyway, Macho Craft, we won't talk about that. That's actually a problem getting on there, although it's still kind of cool. Rustouge, which actually is the one that most people use to build all those you just talked about there. Official EU something. Okay, cool. We got Dark Rust, which is one of those that requires a specialized version. And some of these are the ones I had already bookmarked, if you want to call it. Dark Rust Deathmatch as opposed to Dark Rust Classic. And then, I don't know. And then we got Wild Island, number 1, and then Mega Galoot, Electric Boogaloo. And then we got Wild Island X2. Okay, so these are actually just server listers, if you're not aware of it, that take submissions and then run a real simple ping test once every 12 hours or something. Let's look at the next one. This one is from Alcad, and it's obviously kind of Rust-oriented. It's Rust Legacy, and Hurt World, because they're very similar. And there was another one up here at one time, but that group just turned it into something they called Remnant and ruined it. But anyway, ruined Remnant. And anyway, we have in here Rustouge.cz, Rust Classic, Dark, that sort of thing. And it's a shorter list. And it doesn't have any of these weird ones where it just goes off on a tangent, and you end up with RL underscore 0 through RL underscore Z, or some shit. It is interesting that there was a peak of 246 players on July 21st, and then it went back to normal. I'd love to know what the stats were for that. I wasn't around for that party. But anyway, yeah, it's saying that we have 1,800 playable servers. And if you're not aware of it, I don't know if I have to point this out, but obviously, these weren't letting me play. I think that these are fake or botted non-playable servers. Now, let's see if they suddenly disappear. Nope. Actually, it's bigger. Now it's 2,000. So at the far end here, we have the unnamed server list, and then we have the RL series going Z, and it's just adding more. So I don't know what's going on with rustlegacy.eu, but I'm fairly sure so far that none of these are either real or able to be played, or these are duplicates of maybe a server where someone resubmitted them over and over again. Maybe somebody was angry at the fact that you can find a bunch of unnamed servers, and then only a few of them, as you can tell from my little list I made, like these two, are actually servers. The rest are just blank spaces. So I don't know what's going on here, but I didn't do it. And it's RL underscore attack on rustlegacy EU's server lister. And again, it's a server list of servers, so it's a server lister website. I'll leave a link to the other two. I have a list of a bunch of others, but they don't work anymore, so this will include a link to these listers for you in the comments and in the description. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And this has been a little blurb for your FYI, for your information, that rustlegacy.eu is having some sort of weird thing where there's 2,000 servers being listed that very likely aren't real. And I just refreshed it, and yeah, okay. Well, bye.